The video you are about to watch is a lost story from Dragon Ball, where Gogeta uses 100% of his power for the first time, and this opponent is simply surreal. We thought Vegeta would never keep the promise he made to Cabba regarding Universe 6, but a threat far greater than Hit, Frost, or anyone else, perhaps even greater than Frieza Black, appeared there. This lost chapter from a parallel saga of Dragon Ball Super you will only see here on this channel, and this story is breathtaking. So if you are a huge fan of Dragon Ball Super, watch this until the end and leave a like, because making a video like this takes a lot of work. I have been working on this video for a long time, and I turned it into a movie for you. So leave a like on the video, hype it up too, and let us get into this fantastic story. The Tournament of Destruction ended, and Universe 7 was victorious. Beerus made the wish for the Earth of Universe 6 to be revived, and since it mirrors that of Universe 7, the Dragon Balls were also naturally revived. This news spread and reached the ears of someone named Bleed. He is also the older brother of one of the participants in the Tournament of Destruction, Frost. Cabba had been summoned some time ago as the protector of Earth, and together with him, Earth now has 4 Saiyans to protect it. We will soon find out if they are truly ready to face the threat called Bleed in the very first chapter titled Bleed the Nightmare. This story features Goku and Vegeta, and it is a truly interesting arc. So let us embark on this journey, one you will not regret. Universe 6. We see a ship very similar to Frieza's. It is Bleed's ship. I was told this is planet Earth. Bleed's henchmen talk, and Bleed says, this place is probably worth little. However, the Dragon Balls slumbering in its depths tell a different truth. One of the soldiers warns Bleed about the threat of the Saiyans. He says, we cannot forget there are 4 Saiyans among them. They have a very good defense because of that. But Bleed is not scared. He says, at best, these pawns have an insignificant power level of 10,000. All of you will have no trouble suppressing the rebel scourge, correct? No, Lord Bleed. And we see on screen an image of Frost. One of the henchmen asks, should we also call Frost to help with our search for the Dragon Balls? And Bleed says, there is no need. He fought the rebels of that filthy galaxy. His miscalculation led him to suffer such a shameful defeat. Glory is the only thing that matters in this family. Anything less stains our name. Frost is still severely weak. Then the chapter begins. Dragon Ball Super EX Bleed the Nightmare, where we can see Bleed's face, and also Cabba's. So we are taken to Universe 6, Earth West City. Hey, listen, I do not want to have to kill this woman, so stay quiet, hurry up and get me my damn car. You had better not stop. The officer nearby gets nervous. He says, this situation has already turned into a kidnapping. Suddenly we see the robber get disarmed. Damn, that hurts. The girl looks surprised. She says, Cabba-san, did you really come? And Cabba says, how unpleasant, such a needlessly showy display of violence. Then she falls in love. You bastard, who hit me? Come here. Cabba looks a little surprised. Then a new person arrives. He says, this is Nin. And we see the Saiyan with an appearance very similar to Goku's. And it even makes an interesting reference, because Naiden means carrot in Japanese, and Kakaroto sounds like carrot, which is carrot in English. Cabba, well done. Then we see a sphere. Cabba says, this thing you are holding in your hand. I picked this up while I was patrolling the 4th district. Let me see that, Cabba says. Okay. I knew it. This little thing is a Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball? Then Cabba starts to explain. Dragon Balls. They were created by the Namekans. If you find all 7 balls, you will receive one wish, whatever wish you desire. The sudden appearance of this god is probably because of the rebirth of Namiko Zaiden. I saw it with my own eyes. Is this being as big as a planet? Needin looks bewildered. He says, whatever you want, this is truly incredible. Although, if this news got out, it could bring many bandits after them. That is true, Cabba says. If that is the case, then we need to make sure to keep them safe. Kadai, Gurins, were you listening? Then we see a Saiyan who looks a lot like Raditz, and a Saiyan who looks a lot like Nappa. Yes, Cabba, we heard everything. Would it not be better to keep this thing on planet Sadala? Cabba replies, actually, it is not a bad place to protect these things. Let me check. I will trust you 3 to wait here until I get back. Then they say, yes, sir. We then see the galaxies, and Cabba heading from Earth toward the planet. He is thoughtful, and in his own thoughts, he says, through the power of the Super Dragon Balls, this Earth suddenly became nothing more than a page in history. We Saiyans are actually the only ones who truly know about this terrible reality. There was a time when it was completely devoid of hope, but in our own hands, it became so beautiful, something genuinely worth protecting. Then suddenly we see a ship, Bleed's ship, and Cabba looks confused. He glances to the side as the 2 ships cross paths heading in opposite directions. That someone who was with Frost could cause such a feeling of dread is abominable. I have a bad feeling about this. pause. Then the henchman says, that was probably a Saiyan, correct? And one of them says, let us shoot him down just to be sure, do not fire. We will set course for planet Sadala once we finish here. Sadala will be the next planet to invade after Earth. This actually seems like a much better moment regarding our overall plan. Understand this well. No matter how many people they have, our only real focus will continue to be the Dragon Balls. Planet Sadala, Sadala Castle. We see Cabba land on a kind of cushion. The ship opens. Cabba-sama, hi, I would like to see the king. Yes, sir. Please, come this way. Sadala Palace. Cabba bows and says, King Sadala, I am back with the report. Then we see King Sadala, who looks very similar to King Vegeta, or to Vegeta from Dragon Ball GT. Welcome. Good to have you back. What? And do you have something to report already? Good work. I can see it clearly on your face. It is not something good, is it? And Cabba says, I am just a worker. Your words are very kind, my lord. The matter is, I brought this sphere here to protect it until it is safe to return it. He looks surprised. He says, there can be no doubt, this is a Dragon Ball. I assume this one is from Earth. Yes, my lord. Very good work, Cabba. How do you know? As soon as you left Earth, Naiden's men reported that a certain space pirate ship landed there. You do not mean that space pirate? And the king says, after that, their transmission was suddenly cut off. However, their scouter clearly picked up the phrase, do you know about the Dragon Balls? Perhaps their main goal is to make a wish on the Dragon Balls. All the data I have seen suggests Earth would be in great danger if that happened. Cabba says, there is no way. That little Naiden and everyone else, are you sure you did not hear wrong? He says, trembling. I am very sorry. Would you be upset if I sent you away so soon after you arrived? The best person to help you would be a Super Saiyan like yourself, would it not? Of course I will, my lord. I will protect Earth. It is part of my pride as a Saiyan. Universe 7. Somewhere on Earth, we see the Z-Fighters at a gathering. Goku says, I do not mind doing this. It has been so long since we all camped together. Krillin says, I think you are right about that. But maybe it is because you took your sweet time on Mika's and just got here. Gohan laughs and says, having everyone together like this is really nostalgic. The last time we tried, it actually turned into a disaster. Cooler and his men attacked. Everything was ruined. Even though he did not succeed, Piccolo says, Cooler. I had not even thought about him since then. Krillin says, back then, I really thought I was going to die for the 8th time. But this time, we have Goku here. You could even transform into Super Saiyan Blue, which would make thousands of guys fall in line right now. And Gohan says, well, careful. Something bad could happen if you say things like that, right? Says Goku. And what if we run into some guys we simply cannot beat? And Krillin says, but nobody in the world can beat you and Vegeta. Well, except Beerus. And Vegeta is sitting there eating and he says, has Beerus already decided not to destroy this place? He quickly started treating Earth's food like Toriko or something like that. Then the manga explains that this is a reference to the anime Toriko, where the main character of the same name travels around the world to eat rare and delicious food. Krillin says, everyone is gathered here and I did not get an invitation. Maybe it was done internationally just to annoy me. I thought for a second I heard Bulma's voice. Then suddenly Bulma and Chi-Chi arrive and Bulma says, of course that is my voice. I was called here by Whis. Did he make you and Chi-Chi buy things for us? Krillin asks. And Bulma answers right away. It seems Beerus is taking his afternoon nap and Whis appears, saying that if you overslept, he might want to destroy everything the moment he wakes up. That is what he said, adding on. Goku, confused, asks, but why could he not have just easily teleported you here? Then suddenly Cabba appears along with the 2 Supreme Kais of Universe 6. The warriors look surprised. We see that Cabba is injured. He says, Master Vegeta, everyone. And Bulma says, you are Cabba, says Vegeta. These people, what on earth is going on? And Piccolo says, the Supreme Kais of that universe are here. What brought you here? The Supreme Kai says, wait, before anything else. Then he starts healing Cabba. He gasps, then recovers. Damn it, he says furiously as he transforms into a Super Saiyan. He grieves, and Vegeta says, why do you not explain to everyone what is going on, Master Vegeta? And Vegeta says, after all, it must have been a powerful enemy to involve these guys. These guys? We are the Supreme Kais, so watch your tongue. Bulma says, while I realize this might be a bit trivial, I would appreciate it if you could explain why Cabba is here. And the Supreme Kai says, well, our universe is... And Cabba interrupts, saying, Supreme Lord Kai, please allow me to explain. Because of the wish that Lord Beerus made at the tournament, the Earth of our universe was revived. Since that Earth is exactly like this one, the Dragon Balls were also revived. So we go back to the Earth of Universe 6. Naiden says, brother, can you hear me? This one is monstrous. Yes, Nijin, I am trying to suppress this bad feeling that it is giving me. Watch out, it looks like they are getting here. Naiden Gurens, hurry up and regroup at the marked location right now. Then we see an environment very similar to the one where Goku and Vegeta fought for the first time. Here they come. Then the ship approaches, it lands, and silence falls over the area. It touched down there. Alright, let us go. Before landing, whoever showed up checks the situation before trying anything. They stay there waiting. They are hiding. Then several soldiers start coming out of the ship. There are a lot of them. What in the world is going on? He says, one this big is coming from the two who stayed waiting up front. But that means the ridiculously enormous power we felt came from whoever was left inside that spaceship, so nobody else came out of there. But these two people, their fighting power is at least 500,000. Yeah, there are 3 of us, but this could still end very badly. Oh, whoa, are you Saiyans? Naiden gets startled because behind him is one of the henchmen. You were trying to hide here, so they back away. This guy, how could he sneak up on us, idiot? Now, if you do not want to die here, you are going to have to listen to me. What? What the hell do you want, you bastard? Do you know about the Dragon Balls? They get startled. One of them says, I do not know. Never heard of them. Figured some idiot monkeys would not know anything. Ah, good. I think I can let this go if you leave right now. What? What did you say? I am being really nice here. I will deal with you later while I clean up everything else, which includes turning this earth into ruins. He then starts laughing, and all the Saiyans get furious. Saiyans of Earth, it is not going to be that easy, you bastard, Naiden says, moving toward him. His power level suddenly rises. Then they start exchanging blows. Bleed's soldier dodges with ease. What happened? Is that all you have got? I mean, you just have the power of the damn monkey that you are. Shut your mouth. Naiden takes a punch to the face, and with just one hit, he is knocked out. Naiden, that settles it. This one is mine. Son of a... Just as it looks like he is about to rip his head off, it suddenly regenerates, and Bleed's soldier comes charging. Damn, the other soldier fires off a blast of energy. You are quite big. Let us have some fun. Then we can see Cabba's ship. He says, I am finally arriving. We see the state of Earth. This is bad. All 3 keys are dropping fast and fast. They are coming from this exact direction. We see that all of Cabba's friends have already been defeated. Those guys were weak, but I guess they made for a decent warm-up. Well, time to get rid of all of you at once. Then suddenly, one of Bleed's soldiers' scouters starts beeping loudly. What? What is this reading? The power level is 5 million. No, 10 million, and it keeps climbing, and the 3 trackers explode. Who is there? Where are you? He looks back, and suddenly Cabba has already taken down the first 2. He arrives, and in Super Saiyan 2 he says, Are you ready, you bastard? What? This is just one Saiyan, but there is no way his power can be over 10 million. The scouter must be broken. In one of the footnotes, the manga says that obviously Cabba's real, actual battle strength is much higher than that, but that was simply the last recorded number on the scouter. All 4 of you can simply disappear together right now. Then he starts forming a massive ball of energy and hurls it straight at them. Cabba takes a stance similar to Vegeta's own signature attack pose and says, the one who will disappear here is you. Then he unleashes the energy blast, which easily cuts straight through Bleed's henchman's attack. This cannot be. Then we see him get completely disintegrated. Cabba returns to his base form and says, Are you 3 okay? Yeah, more or less. I am not doing so great. I am glad everyone is okay. That enormous power we felt is inside the ship. Cabba says, Leave this to me. You all should hurry and get out of here. The 2 henchmen from the beginning then get back up. Do not forget about us. We are still here and we are in perfect condition to get some results. Cabba says, These idiots do not give up. My friends have taken a lot of damage and I do not have time to waste. Let us finish this quickly. The 2 henchmen get startled and an explosion happens. What the hell was that? Cabba asks, and we see a finger pointing and the person saying, Your opponents are nothing but a bunch of damn monkeys. Too bad for you. You have the nerve to make me raise a single finger. And we finally see Bleed show his face. Frost, no, this is not. It is definitely someone else, Cabba thinks apprehensively. I can feel that he is hiding most of his power, and he is hiding a lot more than that. Saiyans, I am Bleed. Frost is my younger brother. It is only natural that we look alike. Frost, your older brother. Naiden says this does not matter. It does not matter what you look like at all. You should never have come to this planet. My only real goal here is the Dragon Balls. Do you know about them? They are small spheres, Cabba says. Why are you even asking us about that? Why? Because I am going to ask the dragon to grant me eternal life. Shall we have a little conversation about what you actually know? We do not know anything, and even if we did, we would never tell someone like you. I see. Then die. Then we cut back to Earth. Goku says, So, what happened after you got beaten up? The Supreme Kai says, I could sense a crisis coming that would affect the entire universe, so I had to visit Earth. I found him there, with his life hanging in the balance. I could not allow him to be killed, so I teleported straight here. Cabba, trembling, says, Can I still help you all? I really have to go. We are all Saiyans, Vegeta says harshly. That is quite a shame. You do not even sound sure of yourself there. You will never be able to save anyone if you stay this naive. Yes, master. If those bastards so much as lay a hand on me, I will kill every one of them. Now let us hurry and finish this together, Vegeta, alright? The Supreme Kai says, So, you have really already made up your mind, that is all. Unfortunately, our universe has no warriors who compare to all of you. At that tournament, all of you proved to be quite strong. After seeing that, we know you can save us. The footnote says, except for Hit, and Hit is conveniently never mentioned here. But nothing really guarantees you can find Hit that easily, right? And even if the Supreme Kais are actually able to detect him, that still does not guarantee he will agree to help, right? He is stronger than the Kais anyway. He also has nothing to do with this matter. Goku says, you do not need to worry about anything. And Vegeta says, do not get the wrong idea. I could not care less about what happens to another universe, but it irritates me to see Saiyans getting beaten. Goku, excited, says, I am going too. These guys are pretty tough, so I want to fight them. And Bulma says, wait a second, you two. You are going off to solve some other universe's problem, and we are just going to sit here worrying about you idiots. Because I am not stupid. I know that all you two really want to do is fight. And Wei says, well, let us go then, Bulma. She is having a rough time. These two can really help. They will be fine. I think he just wants Vegeta to die so he can go back to being good, right? No, but she is not going back to him either. Goku says, do not worry, Chi-Chi. I will be back before you know it. And Chi-Chi says, I will make some curry for when you get back. She has a crush on Goku. And Vegeta says, one person alone would be enough. Are you really coming? Thank you so much, Cabba says. The Supreme Kai says, well, let us hurry and head to the Earth of our universe. But first, we will make a stop at planet Sadala, Vegeta says. And I really want the king to meet all of you. But would it not be faster to go straight to Earth? And Vegeta says, we can bring your fallen comrades back to life. But to do that, we need to go to where the other Dragon Balls are. Master Vegeta, that is a good idea, Goku says. So let us go, please hold on to me. Wait, we need the Dragon Radar. Let us make a quick stop at Capsule Corp. The Earth of Universe 6 has reached its greatest crisis yet, under the form of Bleed, whose power is overwhelming. Goku and Vegeta are going to face him. What will be the fate of this universe? Chapter 2 of Dragon Ball Super X begins now in Universe 7 at Bulma's house. Goku, Vegeta, Cabba, and the Supreme Kais of Universe 6 are gathered together. Goku says, these seeds grown here are definitely the best. And Vegeta says, we would not even need them. Goku says, Cabba, I am trusting this to you. In case of emergency, take care of them. Cabba says, this is such an incredible thing, such a tiny thing. Then the Kai uses his powers to restore Cabba's clothes. He says, we will head out shortly to go meet the king. I made some minor repairs to your armor so it would look more fitting. And Cabba says, thank you, really, thank you for everything. And Vegeta says, stop stalling, let us get going. Then we head to the forest. There is Gohan. Piccolo says, Gohan, are you okay with this? And it shows the flashback of Goku saying, do you want to come along and help, Gohan? And Piccolo says, are you really sure you do not want to go? Indicating that Gohan refused. He says, I am just not able to keep up with my father and the others right now. He clenches his fist and says, I believe those two can pull it off. And Piccolo says, that is not what I asked. Oh, is that so? Gohan says. Well, I will be waiting to hear the good news, Krillin says. And Bulma agrees. Now we see a really interesting scene of the king of planet Sadala, very similar to that frame that became a meme of Vegeta in the rain. King Sadala, I am back, Goku says. The king says, oh, Cabba, you are looking pretty good. And suddenly he spots the Kaioshin. Supreme Kaioshin, is this bad? What wonderful weather we are having. There is no need to be so formal, said the Kaioshin. Well then, forgive my rudeness, he says. These two must be, yes, Goku and Vegeta, Cabba says. Vegeta says, hey there, my king, I see. So that is what happened. The Supreme Lord's Kai saved Cabba, and Vegeta says, yeah, that is basically it. We would like to use the Dragon Balls to make a wish. And the king says, no problem at all. You are welcome to have them. I will also entrust my subordinates into your capable hands. And Vegeta says, I already know that. Goku walks up saying, his voice and his face are just like yours, Vegeta, except he is a lot nicer. And Vegeta says, are you talking too much? The Supreme Kai says, we should head to Earth immediately. And Goku agrees. He says, we have only been here for 10 minutes, but I can already feel a monstrous key. We should go check it out alone. I am coming too, Cabba says. But Vegeta, no, you are still far too inexperienced. We will go. Honestly, I alone would have been more than enough. He starts pulling something out of his armor and says, Cabba, here is the capsule with the Dragon Radar. I will leave it with you. And Cabba accepts. Let us split up while you gather them. Would it be better for you to stay behind? Really, Cabba said. How can I ever thank you for this? And the Kai says, shall we leave it to you? Yes, wait here for the good news. Alright, Vegeta, let us go. hold on to me. I cannot believe I have to touch this idiot. Then they teleport away. The king says, your power is impressive. However, whatever anyone might say about them, they do have a certain strange charm to them. Cabba humbly says, I hope to keep learning even more from them. Then suddenly we see Bleed. All the information I have gathered leads me here. Even so, it seems like no soldiers are coming. Goku and Vegeta arrive, teleporting in behind Bleed. Hey, you are Frost's older brother that we have heard about, right? Goku says, and Bleed smiles. But Saiyans, even though you must have a lot of power to come from so far away, coming all this way here. And we see a note in the manga saying, as mentioned in the previous volume, for the purposes of this story, the events of the 5th DBZ movie, Cooler's Revenge, are considered canon. He looks like Cooler, Goku says. Vegeta says, have you Saiyans been beaten up enough already? Now it is your turn. Get ready for this. Speaking loudly, though it does not seem like useful things to say. I am Son Goku, and I do not know what you did to defeat Cabba and his friends, but Universe 7 has come to stop you. Cabba, that tiny little runt. I recognize your efforts in bringing them from so far away. I am collecting the Dragon Balls right now, so I am in a bit of a hurry. Please, do not hesitate to come at me all at once. Do not get the wrong idea. This guy is just here to watch. Goku says. That is not true, Vegeta. Let us play Junkin to decide this. Okay, Junkin is Japanese rock, paper, scissors. If you are going to complain about it, Junkin, Po. Yes, Vegeta. 1. I lost. Goku says, sulking. Shut your mouth and watch. It looks like you are mocking me. Come at me with everything you have got. You are going to regret this. Vegeta says, transforming into Super Saiyan. You have got blonde hair too. In the end, it does not matter whether that matters or not to a loser like you. It means nothing to me. I am going to kick your ass either way. Then they charge at each other and their attacks collide. Vegeta watches and manages to land a punch on Bleed's face, then follows up with a knee to his chin that makes him bleed. We see that Bleed is smiling. He then grabs Vegeta by the tail and starts choking him, smiling with pleasure while kicking him away. Let us hurry this up. Just die already. He throws an energy blast and everything explodes. I thought I would feel a bit more power than that. That was completely unsatisfying. He looks at Goku and says, well, hurry up. I guess it is your turn now, Goku. Hey, do you really think you can afford to look away in the middle of a fight? What? Suddenly, Vegeta appears, transformed into a Super Saiyan. God does not mess with me, and he comes in unleashing several attacks on Bleed. Do not be so arrogant. Then he starts countering Vegeta, even in his Super Saiyan God form. He punches from every side, kicks, grabs Vegeta, and starts spinning him around. Then he creates a death ball very similar to Frieza's and says, die. Vegeta sees the Death Sphere attack coming. The attack heads straight for Vegeta, and Vegeta counters with the God Big Bang attack. Everything explodes, and the attacks cancel each other out. Then Vegeta, now in his God form, looks at Bleed. Bleed, I was told how tough you were. They talked a lot about you. Too bad for you that I am so much stronger. Red hair, huh? It does not seem like it gave you any more power. This is just a cheap trick to distract me. Vegeta then makes his eyes glow and says, allow me to show you. Then he transforms again, this time into Super Saiyan Blue. Oh, now it is blue hair. You have the nerve to try to hide your fear behind that smiling face. Goku looks surprised. He is seeing something outside the fight that maybe he is not seeing. Prove your power, you bastard. He comes up behind Bleed and Bleed does not move. He looks back and takes the hit. Vegeta then starts unleashing several attacks on Bleed. It looks like Bleed is at a disadvantage, but Goku just watches. And when Vegeta is about to land another blow, we get a close-up on Bleed's eyes, and suddenly Vegeta backs off. What is this that I am suddenly feeling? And Bleed starts laughing. Vegeta smiles as if he were both excited and worried at the exact same time. What the hell is so funny about this? My power is obviously the greater one here. You clearly did not feel the difference. Despite simply being a Saiyan, your power still managed to genuinely surprise me. You truly deserve my praise for that. Now let me confirm this one more time. How exactly are you two going to handle me? I am going to make absolutely sure to shut that filthy mouth of yours for good. Shut my mouth? Or is it not your own filthy mouth that has been talking nonsense this whole time? Vegeta and Goku look surprised. Vegeta with a mix of confusion and surprise, and Goku with confusion, as if he had just confirmed something. Vegeta, your power is rising. This guy can probably transform. Frieza's older brother could do that too. What? Then we see Bleed transforming. Vegeta gets startled. He says, this cannot be. I am not able to measure something like this. And Bleed says, no Saiyan has ever been able to see this form. Consider it an honor. Bleed's energy sweeps over the entire area. We see his feet feet, and suddenly we see Bleed's new transformation. Will this not be a fun way to die? Well then, let us begin. And Vegeta is completely stunned. Bleed raises his hand upward, like the signature attacks from the Dragon Ball games. Damn it, everything starts exploding. I cannot let myself be intimidated. Vegeta gets startled. Then Bleed suddenly lands a punch on his face. Bleed starts a sequence of attacks that Vegeta simply cannot react to. What is this? An attack this fast, yet this heavy. Looks like you shut your mouth after all. You're nothing but a damn dirty little Saiyan monkey in the end. Then he kicks Vegeta away, and Vegeta loses his transformation. Well, let us finish this then. Vegeta. Goku steps in, firing off a Kamehameha. We can see the flash, and Bleed defending against it. Damn it, what an annoyance. Are you okay, Vegeta? Do not interfere, Kakaroto. Do not be so reckless. Now it is my turn, Goku says, clenching his fist. Your power. I want to see if it is the same as that other guy's. Goku is furious. He looks at Bleed with hatred and says, you talk a lot. I am going to show you. There are so many people in danger because of your selfish motives. I hate bullies like you. Then Goku raises his ki and also transforms into Super Saiyan Blue. This bastard Goku also has blue hair. This is just a trick, you damn monkey. Then Goku strikes his signature fighting pose. I am going to kill you. Then Goku charges at Bleed. I will not let you have your way. Let me show you what this form can do, and the attacks collide. Goku starts pressing Bleed. Bleed keeps defending. He takes a punch to the face, but quickly manages to counterattack Goku's stomach and then presses the advantage. Damn it, Goku is being pressed, and Bleed says, this is pointless, and throws Goku away. We see that Goku also loses his transformation, and Bleed says, what a terrible disappointment. There is no time for regrets now. And when Goku was about to be hit by Bleed's attack, he manages to teleport away. He disappeared. He is behind Bleed. Bleed looks back and starts laughing. Teleportation. You are practically dead already, so quit it with these childish tricks. Is that really all you have got? Goku laughs, and Bleed says, I will tell you a little secret before you die. Up to this point, I have not even used half of my strength. Goku laughs and says, that is exactly right. Are you sure that is not just a bluff? Do not worry about that. I am going to finish you off with the power I am talking about. Then he forms a giant death ball, the massively scaled up evolution of his previous attack. Now I am going to tear you to pieces. Goku grabs Vegeta and teleports away again. Bleed looks surprised and says, I can feel that your power is far away now. Teleporting again. Coward. I should just keep searching for the Dragon Balls before I blow up this planet. Still, I am curious to know where they ran off to. I should deal with that matter. First, we see one of Bleed's soldiers, desperate, and then collapsed after being knocked out by Cabba. Looks like that is everyone. The Supreme Kai says, let us send them back to Planet Bleed's homeworld right away. We have already made the trip out here to wipe them out. And Cabba says, please accept my apologies, Supreme Kais. Thank you so much for all your help. Goku and Vegeta then teleport over to where Cabba is. The Dragon Balls are all entirely inside this capsule. Bleed suddenly gains a burst of power. It is a bit frustrating that this is the only thing I can do. Then suddenly Goku and Vegeta show up. Lord Goku, Lord Vegeta, he says surprised. And Goku says, hey, Cabba, I searched everywhere trying to find your energy. Cabba, sad and disappointed, says, not even the two of you together are able to face Bleed's tremendous power. Goku laughs, and Vegeta says, Kakaroto, why did we run from him? And Goku says, sorry about that, Vegeta. My power was not enough, and even the two of us together would not have been enough to defeat him. Do you really have to be this blunt about it? This cannot be. And if that is really the case, Goku says, no, we still have the advantage. Yeah, Kakaroto, you bastard, do not even think about it. Goku looks over and says, that is right, Vegeta. We have to use the fusion. Fusion? You mean that technique? Do not mess with me, Kakaroto. I said I would absolutely never fuse with you again. Vegeta, I know how you feel, but you just do not understand. This is a serious matter. I would rather die than fuse with you again. I would rather, Vegeta, think about the reason we came here. We came to defeat an enemy that threatened the entire Saiyan race, did we not? Vegeta clenches his fist and says, I know it does not look good, but it is my pride talking. Vegeta lowers his head and says, this will absolutely be the last time I fuse with you. Vegeta, fantastic, now let us do this. The two of you together will be unstoppable, and we see Bleed heading in the direction, searching for the Saiyans. Looks like they are near that rock over there. There is no way I could be wrong. This time I will not let you escape. Then we see them doing the fusion pose. Whoa, just whoa, I am watching a fusion happen. What, watching Dragon Ball? Fusion. What is this? Cabba thinks, watching the dance. It is over. Then suddenly Bleed arrives with his attack. A huge explosion happens. Bleed smiles. Cabba shields his eyes from the smoke. We see a new figure step forward. What the hell? Frost's older brother. Get ready. Bleed's true form caused trouble for Goku and Vegeta, so they relied on their last resort, fusing into Gogeta. This transformation will be enough to face Bleed's full power. The fierce battle. Stay tuned for the next volume. Goku and Vegeta have just fused against the most dangerous threat seen so far. Bleed, Frost's brother from Universe 6, who is just as powerful, or even more powerful, than Frieza Black. Who is this bastard? I am neither Goku nor Vegeta. I am the guy who is going to defeat you. I am God. Is Gogeta saying that you two bastards merged together? Bleed asks, startled. And Cabba also looks startled. What powerful aura. This is the power of fusion. Cabba gave me a seed. Ah, okay. You may have fused, but your power only went up a little. Do you honestly still think you can win against me? Then God takes the seed of the gods. He says, I am going to win. That is just empty talk. I am going to finish this in the blink of an eye. Then he forms a sphere of energy and says, die. But suddenly God closes in, grabs Bleed's hand and breaks his armor. You will learn true regret after being killed by a Saiyan, you bastard. Then Gogeta lands a punch to Bleed's gut. He starts spitting blood. Then, with just one burst of ki from his hand, he throws Bleed far away, and Bleed calls him ignorant. We see God still in his base form, managing to strike Bleed, something not even Goku and Vegeta together, after transforming into Super Saiyan Blue, were able to do. He unleashes a series of punches. Oh, stupid! Bleed keeps getting pressed, until Gogeta hits Bleed with a right hook that completely shatters the character's facial armor. He is taking a serious beating, and Cabba is simply terrified. Bleed falls to the ground, and Gogeta looks down at him with a look of superiority. So strong, Cabba comments. So cool. This is way beyond a Super Saiyan. Gogeta comes down and says, wait there, Cabba. You need to get out of here. Okay, Godson, you bastard. Bleed comments, and we see Gogeta taking an attack stance. I am not even warmed up yet. Bleed says, completely broken, and Gogeta says, I am going to erase every last trace of you, Bleed. Then he transforms into Super Saiyan Blue and charges up the God Big Bang Kamehameha. Bleed smiles as if he is prepared to take the attack. Then Gogeta fires with all his strength toward Bleed. The attack comes with everything, and Bleed decides to fight the attack head on, and we see that Gogeta's attack carves out a massive crater in the ground. He actually pulled it off, Cabba says, but Gogeta does not seem very optimistic. He looks, and a strange energy fills the air. We then see Bleed in his original form. He laughs, and Gogeta comments, impossible. Bleed smiles and says, who exactly was supposed to be erased? This cannot be. And Gogeta says, my technique and skill far surpass yours. And Bleed responds, how can you be so sure? I have not even used my full power yet. And Gogeta says, oh yes, I remember you saying something like that, but unfortunately this is the last time I am going to play with you, because this final attack is going to be the end. Bleed smiles, then fires a beam of light straight at Gogeta. Gogeta is caught off guard, apparently blinded by the blast. Then Bleed leaps. What? From up above, Bleed says, the real fight starts now. Then Bleed starts building up his ki once again. He is really going to show his true form. Well then, all I ask is that you hurry. And Gogeta thinks to himself, this fusion cannot last more than 30 minutes. Then the two of them stand face to face. Bleed says, it will not take much longer. Are you ready? Sure, whatever it is. Just hurry up. Then suddenly, Bleed undergoes his new transformation. It is simply Golden Bleed. Alright, you are feeling hopeless now. Here we can see that Golden Bleed feels confident enough to fight God, something the earlier Golden form was nowhere near capable of. Gogeta laughs and says, did you go golden too? And Bleed says, damn common monkey, do not compare yourself to me. Then he charges at Gogeta, but Gogeta uses his technique to dodge the attack. We see that he is now being pressed. I get it, I understand. Just hurry up and finish this already. You seem terribly worried about time. That means the fused body you have is working on a time limit. To defeat someone like you? Of course I have plenty of time. And Gogeta strikes Bleed in the gut, but he looks surprised. Are you looking down on me? And Bleed counters with a solid hit right to Gogeta's chin. Gogeta starts falling and slams into the arena floor with a crash. Then Bleed says, take this, quick death spear. Gogeta looks surprised. This is bad. The God Big Bang and the incoming attack collide head on, and suddenly the attack starts growing and becomes gigantic. Gogeta looks pressured and Bleed is smiling. Do you really think I am going to let you destroy Earth, you filth? Once this is over, you will have completely drained every bit of power in that pathetic body of yours. Earth will not stand a chance. Gogeta is pushing himself extremely hard, then suddenly activates the Kaioken, and Bleed immediately notices the shift in power. Everything explodes. He cancelled it. Quickly, using teleportation, Gogeta rises up right in front of Bleed. Let us get back to this, you disgrace. And Gogeta manages to strike Bleed again with a blow to the face. They keep trading blows evenly. Gogeta throws a punch, but Bleed manages to block it with his knee and then traps him with his tail. He prepares a blow to Gogeta's face. And being held like this, Gogeta starts taking a serious beating until he frees his hand and prepares a strike. Bleed quickly defends, and Gogeta fires off an attack, missing by just a hair. A threat right where you are looking. Bleed glances back and manages, with incredible reflexes, to intercept Gogeta's kick. He throws a punch, but Gogeta also manages to dodge and quickly punches Bleed back. They start trading blows wildly. Both of them are being pressed and equally damaged. Bleed manages to land a strong blow to Gogeta's face, but Gogeta manages to take the hit with just his face. What? Do not annoy me. Damn it, impossible. Gogeta smiles. What is wrong? I thought you were going to show me your overwhelming power. Could it be that you are still not used to this form? Why do you not just surrender now and walk away? Bleed! He fires. We see a massive explosion, and Gogeta says, what is wrong? The outcome of our little game has already been decided. I refuse to accept that. Gogeta then raises his right hand. This move is called Solar Punishment. A direct hit from this will certainly destroy any doubts you may have left. Gogeta smiles confidently at the attack, and Bleed grows worried, thinking about how he will get out of this. Gogeta then holds the attack in his hand and prepares to fly. Damn it, damn it! And just as he was about to finish it off, we suddenly see only Goku on one side and only Vegeta on the other. Yeah, the fusion broke apart. Goku laments, saying, damn it, we should have had 5 more minutes. And Vegeta says, we missed with the God Big Bang Kamehameha twice, and then the Kaioken. You should have known we were burning through a ton of energy, you idiot. Bleed smiles. Vegeta, behind you. Too late. Bleed strikes Vegeta's signature arm. He falls and crashes into the ground. Vegeta, Bleed smiles and says, looks like your fusion is over. Damn it, you are hurt and need your partner's help over there. And Goku says, that is unfortunate, but I still think I can hold on. Goku then prepares an attack, but before he can even react, Bleed is already punching him in the stomach. Bleed punches Goku in the face. Goku even tries to attack, but he does not stand a chance against Golden Bleed and keeps taking hits over and over. Bleed lifts his leg and kicks Goku down. Vegeta, no longer transformed, realizes what happened. Damn it, this idiot. Even with 2 of you, no Saiyan has ever managed to push me this far, so you deserve my praise. Has it really been over 10 years? It is actually closer to hundreds of years since I last had to use this much power. To be honest, it has been a lot of fun. I suppose you have earned my gratitude, but this is where I will lay your graves. Kakaroto, get up. Damn it, you are still not feeling well enough to become a Super Saiyan God. Yeah, but how much damage could I actually deal like this? That is not it. Use the God Genkidama. And Bleed is smiling, completely confident. And Goku said, oh, that technique we tested on Beerus's planet. Then a flashback begins. This is the Genkidama. There is not much here, but this will help the plants grow in the area. My goodness, is that not wonderful, Lord Beerus? And Beerus says, I have to question how much energy that would take, and what kind of Saiyan would even propose such a thing. Well, sometimes I wonder if I am more of an earthling than anything else. Vegeta, I have an idea. Let us try making the Genkidama. How about that? Count me out of this. I would rather be dead than keep testing such an embarrassingly weak technique. Goku, why do you not try doing the technique in your Super Saiyan form? Actually, the Super Saiyan transformation uses negative energy mixed with positive energy, and that positive mixture is exactly what the Genkidama is. It is nothing but pure positive energy. Well, I guess I am the same way since I have Saiyan blood in me, but I never turned evil, so I will go with Super Saiyan Blue. Do you think it will work? Yes. Using something closer to the god form should be enough to show us something truly spectacular, but we should go somewhere else to try it. Okay, Goku says, transforming into Super Saiyan God. Okay, let us do this without any more delay. Then he prepares the Genkidama. What? Beerus looks worried. This is huge. A tree was created in the blink of an eye. What the hell is going on? And Whis says, I would say the energy used for the Super Saiyan God form resembles that of the god of this particular plane, rather than some place out on the edge of the universe like this one. There are probably many gods out there. We are more like the angels who came to provide the energy. Wow, that is really incredible. But maybe it is best to keep a technique this powerful to ourselves for now. Then we return to the fight. Oh, that technique we tested on Beerus's planet. But it takes about 30 seconds to store up that much energy. But that should be all the time I need. 30 seconds! Just leave this to me. I will make sure you have enough time to prepare. But your arm is injured. Who exactly do you think you are talking to? Vegeta says, transforming. Then he charges at Bleed. Bleed looks surprised, and Vegeta throws an energy blast. He is sacrificing himself, and Vegeta starts giving everything he has got, unleashing a massive sequence of attacks. And Goku prepares the Genkidama. He says, sky, sea, earth, and every living being in the universe, lend me your power. And we see a gigantic explosion caused by Vegeta, absolutely monstrous. Now disappear, Vegeta. And Bleed lands a kick to Vegeta's face, which leaves him disoriented, and he falls unconscious to the ground. But we see that the energy is massive. Just a little more, please. Hold on just a little longer. longer, Vegeta. Do you still have the nerve to keep on living? Your body has completely run out of energy, but you still refuse to die from my killing blow. Well, whatever. You are just an insignificant animal after all. Then he notices the massive amount of energy. It is not much smaller than the sun. What the hell is that? Goku thinks. He noticed it. I just need a little more. So, you still had all this power. This place has gotten much more dangerous. Die. And Goku looks frightened. But suddenly right here, Bleed, I will not let you get in Lord Goku's way. Cabba shows up in Super Saiyan 2 with all his strength. I think I recognize you. Are you that little bastard who got away? Then he charges at Cabba, but Cabba manages to block Bleed's attack. What? Super Gallic Cannon. Then he fires the Gallic Cannon, Vegeta's signature move. Even so, Bleed easily destroys the attack without any trouble. Right now you have thrown yourself into this fight, despite the obvious difference in power. That said, you have really annoyed me. Cabba, am I still? Is it still not? Ah, there it goes. Bleed. What is going to happen? You will see that in the next episode, the 4th episode of Dragon Ball Super X, right when God was about to defeat Bleed, the strongest opponent seen so far, stronger than Frieza, stronger than Broly, who went head-to-head evenly with Gogeta. The fusion broke apart. Goku needed to resort to the God Genkidama. The Genkidama powered by the divine energy of Super Saiyan God. And the battle continues now. Bleed looks surprised. What? What? Vegeta! Cabba! Get out of there now! Goku shouts, and Vegeta, knocked out, says, I do not have enough energy. Do not worry about us. Just protect Earth. Then, Goku's energy starts heading in that direction. Are you too worried about them to do this? Fine then. If you are not going to attack, then I will. Damn it. Bleed then starts charging an energy attack that looks like fire. Coward! Die! He attacks Bleed. Goku stays still. He says, damn it, this bastard. This is not ready yet, but it will have to do. Goku then unleashes the Genkidama. The attack is gigantic. Bleed then moves quickly toward Cabba and Vegeta. He says, idiot, come and get me and give it everything you have. Cabba looks frightened. Do you think this is an end I am going to accept? This is the last time you will avoid death. And Cabba looks surprised. He is standing right in front of Goku's attack. I am done for, Cabba. Listen to me. This is an enormous amount of energy from your people. You have to send it toward Bleed. I cannot. Only you can do this. You are the protector of this earth. Then Cabba thinks, Lord Goku, Master Vegeta. And suddenly he starts glowing and transforms into Super Saiyan 2. Then he plants his feet firmly on the ground and uses all his power to redirect the Genkidama. The attack seems like too much for him. Cabba is pushing himself to the absolute limit, but he manages to redirect the attack. Suddenly Bleed looks at the attack and he becomes completely stunned and desperate. He says something about the scale of it and starts trying to hold back the power as if he were physically gripping it with his hands. And Cabba keeps up all his pressure, pushing the attack forward. Goku, drained of strength, can only root for the attack. He thinks, the energy of the Super Saiyan God was absorbed into the Genkidama. I am so sorry, I am asking you to finish the rest. It is all up to you now. And Cabba keeps showing all his strength, but Bleed realizes he has the advantage because Cabba is much weaker. I will have to give up on the Dragon Balls for now. I will just blow the entire earth to pieces instead. Ah, that will not work, Cabba. You cannot give up. You came back from the brink of death. Your power must be far greater than it was before. Think about your comrades who were killed in cold blood. Have you forgotten them? Kadai, Naidin, Gurins, remember your anger, remember the pride of a Saiyan. Then Cabba starts pushing with all his strength, now carrying the spirits of the 3 Saiyans who were killed alongside him, and he finally awakens Super Saiyan 3 and uses all his power to reflect the attack back toward Bleed. What? Bleed looks surprised, and the attack starts to overwhelm Bleed. Then Cabba is left completely unconscious, but happy after the victory. Goku also crawls out of another crater, and Vegeta is also badly hurt. We did it, Goku-san, you did it, Cabba. You surprised me. You did your best, but I can still feel Bleed's energy. Yeah, I feel it too. What a stubborn bastard, Vegeta says. And Bleed is still being dragged along by the attack. Yeah, it is so massive I cannot avoid it. Then suddenly Bleed looks at something being crushed by the power, and we can see him looking back. Yes, it is simply the sun. I was supposed to be the strongest warrior in the universe. This should not be happening to me. That Saiyan, his energy felt familiar, but I cannot quite remember. Then he recalls the moment he was arriving at planet Earth and two keys crossed paths. Him, in a giant ship opening the Saiyan pod, and his henchman saying, should we shoot him down just to be sure? And him replying, do not fire. We will set course for planet Sadala after we finish here. Sadala will be the next planet to invade after Earth. This seems like the best move regarding our plan. I remember now, it is my fault. That was him back then. I should have shot him. Then, and we see Bleed disappearing, drifting straight toward the sun. So, Goku, Cabba, and Vegeta are watching the outcome. Goku says, Bleed's energy has completely vanished. He went straight into the sun just like Cooler. He saw his very last day, Vegeta says, smiling. You too. Seriously, thank you so much. I do not know how I can ever repay you. If it was not for you, we would all be dead. Right, Vegeta? Not bad for a rookie, that is all. And he cries, completely happy with Vegeta's compliment. Anyway, Vegeta, it was useful that we remembered the Genkidama. I am not proud that we had to use other people's energy. It is a shame we had to rely on others to win again. Well, then let us go find the remaining Dragon Balls and make the wish. Actually, all the Dragon Balls are already in this capsule, and then the gods appear. That whole bleed thing was something else. All of you are truly powerful warriors. Supreme Kaisama, that was really close. Goku says, truly, I cannot find the words to thank you all. Okay. Thank you, Cabba. You really saved us back there. We can talk about that later. Let us head back to the Earth of Universe 7. My rice is gonna get cold. Yeah, that is right. You scared me for a moment there, Cabba says. Also, I wonder if Bleed will come back, like Cooler did. Then from beneath the rubble, a soldier crawls out. He then grabs a capsule, and a ship comes out of it. He says, I will definitely have my revenge. Until then, say your prayers for the day of my return. Cabba and Goku look over, and he looks completely startled and falls to the ground. Who was that guy? He was a member of Bleed's army, his number one in command. Take us back to the 7th universe, Vegeta says. Yes, wait, Master, please come visit us anytime, whenever you possibly can, to train me even further. I will show up now and then whenever I feel like it. Yes, I did it. Thank you, Master, Cabba says. After the battle, Cabba summoned the dragon to make a wish. He wished that everyone who had been killed by Bleed and his army would be brought back to life. Cabba's friends are back. With his second wish, he wished that the damage done to Earth would be undone. Peace came to Universe 6 and its Earth once again. Suddenly we see Hit. This was supposed to be a big deal for me. This is not Bleed, but it is one of his men. He could have at least brought some money. At least several months after the battle with Bleed, we see Chi-Chi. She is upset. Goku is going to train on Beerus's planet every single night now, even though he never comes home. And I have supposedly been thinking about whether I should start going with him. He is doing it more and more each day, and it is starting to become really frequent. Please, calm down. Mom, Dad protected the peace of Universe 6 not that long ago. I think it makes sense that Dad is trying to become even stronger. I understand, but he should think about his own family's peace first before he starts worrying about the world. Could he possibly like Vegeta more than he likes me? Then Goten tries to undo the twisted idea stuck in Chi-Chi's head. I do not think it is anything like that. They are just old friends and good rivals. Right. Listen, Gohan, do not follow in your father's footsteps. Always protect your family properly, work hard. Yes, a father also has to protect his family. I will always put my family first, even when I am extremely busy as a father. Yeah, nothing should be more important than that. If it becomes something more frequent, we already have Whis in contact with Bulma. Then we see the sunrise and Goten just resting there. Goten, wake up. Brother, speak quietly so mom does not hear you. I should not be waking you up this early, Goten, but I am going to train early in the morning. Do you want to come with me? As long as I do not have to ask mom about this one, right? If you think it is okay for me to go, seriously, that is great. Training. Is there some tournament coming up soon or something? No, not that soon, but let us go anyway. Then Goten and Gohan go hopping across the rocks. Gohan thinks, I am not useful the way I am right now. I have been thinking about this for a long time. Even if I had gone with Dad and Vegeta, I would have just gotten in the way. Saiyan blood flows through me too. I can only hope my power comes back to me during the tournament. Then we see the wind. Gohan, I have to go now. Just do it right here. Goten, this is a really harsh environment for any living thing to be around. Even so, something feels strange about this area. What could it be now? Shall we begin? Yes, Goten says. And the chapter closes with a few pages of Frieza and Broly, showing what is happening in Universe 7. Before those pages, go ahead and leave a like to reward the coverage of this fight, encourage me to make the next ones, and subscribe to the channel too to get the next manga series, because I have manga saved up that is way better than what you have already seen here, alright? And the more people watching, the more encouraged I am to make more. Let us get to the pages. Frieza says, I cannot believe this. Another Saiyan still has not spoken. Yeah, I am sorry. He is my son. Please, introduce yourself. My name is Broly. Broly, I am not interested in your name. However, I hope you work hard and prove yourself. We only have a few months to properly train my soldiers. Is he really as strong as he seems to be? Yes, Lord Frieza. This time I will definitely be the strongest in the universe. Now is the time to prove it. Frieza continues his fit of laughter, and Broly remembers. Then a flashback begins of the destruction of planet Vegeta. Look at this. Zarbon, Dodoria. Look at the beautiful fireworks I made. This gorgeous scene never gets old for me. I could watch it again. Then we see baby Broly crying, and Broly remembering it all. Calm down, Broly. And we see a translator's note saying, this chapter of the movie seems to be what he thinks. The author of this manga assumed Broly would say yes, based on the spoilers and trailers he saw before the movie's release, since Shin Manga is a different author's version of Dragon Ball Super. Then we see Bardock on yet another conquered planet. That damn Frieza has been paying all of us less lately, only ever allowing us these low-paying jobs. It really bothers me that Saiyans are treated like some kind of lower-class race. Then he gets surprised and we see Jine, Goku's mother, and another woman standing behind her. He remembers her along with Gin, Raditz as a child, and Goku, barely a baby, but also a child. Hey woman, huh? You with the messy hair? Me? I think you mistook me for another Bardock. It seems like everything Bardock saw were just his own visions, because we see that Bardock has this mystical ability in the Dragon Ball special episodes, having visions and everything. He walks up to her and says, yes, I want to tell you, I would be happy to have children with you. She smiles. I have no plans for that kind of thing. You should work on how you talk to women. Ah, this must be what falling in love feels like. And we see another translator's note saying that Acho, the author of this manga, Dragon Ball Super X, drew this under the assumption that Bardock would be able to see the future, like in the old specials, just like I mentioned here already. And while the story of Dragon Ball Super X actually continues, it has 2 more chapters, except it more or less covers the story of Android 21, which if you know it is probably from one of the games. Maybe I will bring it, maybe not, but I probably will not. So, the last 2 chapters of Dragon Ball Super X, since they have nothing to do with the Bleed series, I probably will not bring them unless you all comment a lot saying you want me to. And so this probably wraps up our Dragon Ball Super X series with 4 great episodes. Comment your video ideas, comment things you would like to see here, and things you think would make sense to bring here for your taste too. And that is basically it, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. See you in the next video, and that is it.